Hi there, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm GhostPrime. I'd like to take you back to 1989 in this video with the Autobot Legends Bumblebee. Now, this is just the inner robot to the Pretender Bumblebee that came out in the same year, but this was a Kmart exclusive. They had Autobots and Decepticons in that line that were just the Pretender inner robots without their shells. This particular Bumblebee always interested me. When I was a kid, I actually had the Pretender version of it, but I saw this for sale a few years back and I got it as a package. It was actually kind of still sealed on the bubble, kinda. He's unplayed with condition, so I picked it up. I'm going to go through it today, probably pretty quickly. I did incorrectly say one thing in the video, so just erase that from your memory when you hear it. There was one more Bumblebee with a gun, and that was the Action Master version. So I just don't have the Action Master version. I just didn't think of it. Anyway, please sit back, relax, hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe. Remember to leave me a comment. You might as well, you're here. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's the box for this guy. And I mean, it is destroyed. I got it like this. The package was just destroyed on the bottom. And this was sealed here. Parts of it were sealed. It's completely come off now. But it said Autobot Legends, Bumblebee, and on the back, you have the other ones that can be all being Kmart exclusives, Pretenders without their shells, contents list, and the instructions on the back. And then this, it's just a shame that this is destroyed. Keeping it anyway is cool. It's got the robot points on it. It's cool even if it's completely destroyed. I really like that artwork. All right, and getting them out of the package, we have a sticker sheet. And what's interesting about this sticker sheet, besides it being sealed, is the fact that it comes with the stickers for the shell. They just sort of packaged it with the stickers for the shell, but it does have the headlight and an Autobot logo that goes on Bumblebee here. And he comes with a giant gun, Bumblebee's rifle. And we have Bumblebee here himself. Plastic tires. Looks like he's got some molded rims there. The black along supposed to be like the running boards. Painted front bumper, which you need to be careful with. You can always see that. Even though this is an unplayed with condition, it already has some paint wear on it, chipping. Exhaust. He has a hole in the top right there, and that hole is for the gun. So he could speed along shooting at you from this massive cannon. Pretty cool little figure here. And he rolls really, really well. Here he is next to Autobot here, Goldbug. And you can see the proportions are different. He's almost just very stylized Beetles to where he is very realistic. Of course, no pull back and go action. See how those two look together. And here he is with a 1984 Bumblebee figure. So as you can see the size of all three of these, this one being the smallest. So he's bigger than a mini-bot, but about the same size as the Throttlebots. Transformation on him is really simple. All you really got to do is pull up the head to reveal the head, then take the front part and pull the legs out. Now, a lot of people don't do this. I see this all the time. This middle piece actually can go very tight. All right. Pull up and back, so he has a nice split in between the legs there, and fold out the feet and the arms. Just fold out from behind. And there he is in robot mode. Now, there's not a lot of articulation. It is Bumblebee from Generation 1, so his arms can do 360. You could move him like in and a little bit out if it's down like that. His head could look down, a little bit up, and that's it, really. I mean, if you wanted to point his toes, I guess he could point his toes. And his gun can be held in his hand, which is, I believe, the first Bumblebee that has a gun in Generation 1, maybe the first ever that has a gun. So that's kind of cool there. For the first time, a more cartoon accurate head. Now, as you can see, he doesn't have the full on sort of chin strap thing that he does in the cartoon. It almost looks like Cliff Jumper's head, but it is a face instead of a like the the mouth plate there. It doesn't have a face plate. His eyes are not painted, but his face is painted silver. Other than that, it really is the same paint on the bumpers. That's all the paint, just molded in plastic. But I've always liked the face. I always felt that he was he's the most cartoon accurate Bumblebee at this time. Even though I think at this time he was most recently Goldbug. So they went back to Bumblebee probably to try to sell some things, to sell some figures, sell the characters because it was popular back in the day, and Transformers at the time was waning. For comparison, there he is with Goldbug. And there they both are with the original Bumblebee. Get my camera moved out a little bit, get him in frame. So yeah, they're about relative size. He's a little guy. But finally, should you pick him up for your collection, either in the standard, Pretender shell or just by himself in the Legend, the Kmart versions? Personally, I went with this. Pretenders always were weird for me. I did have the Pretender one when I was a kid, but I got it for the Inner Robot because I'm a Bumblebee fan, or at least I was as a kid, very much so. I like Volkswagens, and Bumblebee just sort of fit that whole thing. So Bumblebee was really cool. But yeah, so for me, no brainer, need to pick it up. But depends on which one you want for your collection. I don't know how much they go for now, and I haven't seen the Takara or the Hasbro Legends one in a long time. Look at a little paint chipping on the coming off the bumper there. But so if you find it for a good price, I'd say pick it up. It's worth it. Make sure you be mindful of the chipping on the front bumper there, though. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and checking this out with me, and I'll see you guys next time.